I know, but I think there's a town called Orhei as well. We're going to go to the Old Orhei. Right, okay. Yeah. Right, so good morning from Chisinau. Today we're at the bus stop again because we want to go and show you some of rural Moldova. Scuzați-mă, domnul, dorim să mergem la Butuceni. Butuceni? Yeah, Orhei, da, da. Abe, mulțumesc. Bună ziua, la Butuceni? La Orhei vechiul?
Afară este casa de peron, afară.
Afară, mulțumesc.
Eu îi spun, mă.
Bună ziua, Orhei vechiul?
Yes, da, da.
Bine,
da.
bine. Cât costă?
42.
42?
Vă așezați pe urmă.
Okay. Mulțumesc, mulțumesc. So, after an hour in the back of a cramped marshrutka, we've made it to the village of Butuceni, at the foot of one of the most historical places in Moldova. But first, we're just going to have a look around the surroundings, see if we can find out a bit about village life and report back. Bună ziua! Putem să vizităm? Da, trebuie să cumpărăm bilete.
Nu, dacă ați procurat acolo, nu mai trebuie să procurați.
Nu mai trebuie.
Nu, un singur bilet pe tot teritoriul.
Ok, no, nu cred că avem bilete teritoriu.
N-ați procurat astăzi nicăieri?
Nu.
Dacă n-ați procurat, trebuie să procurați 20 de lei de persoană.
20 de lei pe
Da?
persoană,
Da.
ok. Da, nu nimic, da, cash. Cash, vă rog, da. And do you know you can move around the little joystick, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? Righto. So, we're at a traditional Moldovan peasant house. So you can see how it's all set up here around the courtyard and there are various outbuildings. So this is the biggest one here. You can see everything's in kind of the thatched roof style. Nice pastel shades. They love a pastel shade in Moldova. And you can see this here is basically where the women would have worked. Here you've got the looms here. You see that over there? And then in here you've got some traditional dresses, yeah, that the peasant women would have worn with those nice patterns. Looks like linen, doesn't it? We say that's linen or cotton. Who knows? Probably linen's more typical of this region. Yeah. And then if we go around here, look, you can see this is a very busy Moldovan peasant house. This is adobe. They've just cooked the food on this wooden grill here, I think, and they've got a little oven inside. And then if we move down here, it's a bit of a queue. Antiquated mill, and in here you can see you've got the sleeping quarters. So you've got what looks like a kind of fireplace there, and I imagine when it gets quite hot here in the summer, it gets really cold in the winter. So I imagine that folk would have just slept above the brazier there. You see. Forte adac.
E bine.
Da, denk, forte. Cât metre?
Are vreo 19.
Da? Wow. Da. Arată foarte bună apa. Da. Min raut. Min raut.
Nu vine din rău, vine din izvor, din plin.
Vin zvor. Acolo. Right, so we got some good well content there.
Classic rural life.
Yeah, but apparently it doesn't come from the River Route, which is the most famous river in this area, the river which has cut through the limestone that's allowed some of the historical buildings that we're going to see later. There you go, well content ticked off. So in the town of Butuceni, there's always been a strong religious presence, and this monastery here that we are just entering is one in many of a long line of religious structures here in what was traditionally called Old Orhei. See, these Orthodox churches are always very ornate, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's their iconography. They have a bit of gold lustre as well. A bit of gilding, don't they? Yeah. It's a fine collection of poultry. Quite a mix here, isn't there? Doves, pheasants, roosters, all living in peace. So this place has been inhabited for over 2 millennia. So the first inhabitants, not just of Moldova, but also Romania, were the Dacians. They eventually succumbed to a Roman conquest in the, I think, 2nd century. And this monument, well, if you can call it that, I think they've been, I feel pretty hard done by if I was a Dacian, to be honest. They didn't leave much, to be fair to them. But this monument is meant to, symbolise the historical presence of the Dacians here in Butuceni, in Old Orhei. I can't really tell you what that is. There's not any inscription on it. And so, poor Dacians. I suppose at least they've got the popular brand of Romanian car, haven't they? You know, and that's really the main way in which their name lives on in this day and age. So you wanted mountaineering, Matthew? So I come good every time? Oh my days. Oh yeah. Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, so you're now down in Bali, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's the river route. And in its time, millions of years ago, this cut through this limestone valley. Since then, humans have cut through to make caves. So, shall we head up there and see if we can find some caves? There you are. Right, so before the monks had more comfortable quarters in the monastery, these are some of the places that they would have lived when monasteries were established here in the, I think, 13th and 14th century. I might be wrong, I might not, but that sounds like a time of age where monking was a big thing.
Yeah.
It's a big profession of young men.
People live elsewhere in the winter? In the winter, they think, I think they live there. Okay. In the summertime, to get colder, cool a bit,
Oh, I see.
they come here.
Oh, right.
In the shade.
Yeah, yeah.
Really weird.
Imagine how they would have carved these out.
Did they carve them out, or are they kind of natural?
I just think these formations, they look a bit too...
Yeah, it does come away quite easily.
Does it come away quite easy, does it? Matthew, I just read that the monks hollowed these out by hand.
Okay.
And apparently the reason for it is because they wanted to connect with their desert forefathers.
Right.
And Jesus, through living in caves and contemplating their existence, praying, dedicating themselves to very simple pursuits. So this wasn't just a place that people would come in the summer to chill out. It also had a spiritual dimension as well. Yeah.
Goes for the shit.
Shit, wasn't he? Oh look, Matthew, look here. This is pretty cool. You can see here. Is that Greek? Or is that Old Church Slavonic? So the Old Church Slavonic is what all the Orthodox churches would have used, right? till some council in the, I don't know what century. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That there, look, that says Monastery.
Yeah.
Yeah? Little spring behind us here. We'll look inside. Oh yeah, very dank, very dark. Just the dribble coming out of it these days. Oh, wow, wow.
Can you see? So, it's on the, it's kind of white, blue, orange and white. It's on that little branch. The willow tree, the blossom there.
No, I can't see him. What, in front of us?
More like, yeah,
Wow.
it's right down by the water.
Yeah.
See where this bit of willow is going down?
Yeah.
Like almost where it reaches the water, but just like to the right of it. It's just sitting there.
Oh yeah, I can see him. Oh, he's probably small though, isn't he?
Yeah, tiny little bit.
Yeah, yeah. It's a little kingfisher. There you go.
There you go. The natural.
We promised rural life. We delivered traditional Moldovan houses, monk content, bit of wildlife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not too low.
I was going to ask you, do you think we've got enough monk content now?
Monk content.
Yeah.
I reckon so.
Yeah. I think it's
Well.
time to deliver a slightly different type of historical content.
All right. That's good.
Right. We have found Jesus.
Yeah, talk
A bridge.
about it.
All right. Let's go. We're now on the banks of the River Rau, and geographically and historically, this is a very important frontier between the steppe, the flat grasslands that extends from Ukraine into Russia, into Kazakhstan, into Mongolia, all the way through to the Far East, which was occupied often by nomads and horsemen, and the rich farmlands of Eastern Europe to the west of here. So this was often a place of conflict, of strife. Obviously the monks had to put up with a lot, and it was in the 13th and 14th century that the Mongols, who became known as the Tatars or the Golden Horde, came to this region and conquered it and set up a city called Yeni Shahir. And we are now going to see what remains of that city of Yeni Shahir, built in the 13th century, but gone by the 15th century when the Mongols contracted once again. So Matthew has given me constructive feedback that I didn't offer a translation of Yeni Shahir, which would be
New city, very creatively.
in, well, I imagine it must be Tatar, right? Obviously Tatar is a Turkish language, isn't it? Hence Yeni and
Yeah.
Shahir. Yeah.
Tatar, the language, official language of the ethnically Mongol Golden Horde.
Indeed. A mixed bunch.
Yeah.
Right, so this is the only building that remains of Yeni Shahir, and whilst the Tatar Empire was one of many faiths, many ethnicities, the Tatars themselves were Muslims, and so of course to perform their prayers, ablutions were necessary, washing themselves before prayer was necessary, and so because of that they built bathhouses here in the city, and what stands behind us are the foundations of one of those bathhouses from that time, the only thing to remain here from that era of Yeni Shahir. So we've read a sign, so we think we know what this bathhouse is about, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're entering it now. This is what would have been the entrance of it. And this is the locker room area. Right.
Yeah.
This is where the reception would have been.
Where you hang out with your servant.
Yeah, exactly. Indeed. And now...
Handing your compound bag.
Indeed. Yeah, handing your compound bag. And now we're going into this section here is first of all, they get themselves nice and kind of heated up, wouldn't they?
There are probably little benches around the side, aren't there?
Yeah, you just kind of sit down, you know, yeah, chill out. Yeah, let those pores and vessels open up. Yeah, have a little bit of a blather about the, you know, what was in the Tatar times that day. And then you go through here, right? And it's this section where they did the massages after they'd heated themselves up. Are these the things that they would have done the massages on, do you think?
Yeah,
There would have just been mass massages here.
possibly.
Like that.
Could have been. Yeah.
So, there we go. And we're not sure where the cooling off section was. Or whether that was just the river itself, whether it was a kind of do-it-yourself job. Yeah, what do you think these are here to the left?
It might have just been where they had the fires going.
Oh yeah, they would have to have fires going, wouldn't they? So, there you go. Improv Tatar bath tour.
Yeah.
What's not to like? There you go. Man versus bath. So we've now arrived in the village of Butuceni.
Yep.
And so you can see that rural life is alive and well here in Moldova. But that's not what we're here. We're here to see a few more ancient ruins. So on that note,
Let's go.
let's go. It's somewhere, isn't it? Oh. It's oh yeah, thank you.
Is that lunch?
Not very nice. Yeah. Near my mouth, apart from one sunflower shoot. See, all these are sunflowers behind us. It all looks like they've died a death already. I'm not sure what's happened there. So what we're standing in front of now, but it's obviously seen better times, is a Mongol how do you say that? Caravanserai?
Yeah.
Caravanserai. So a building that travellers would have come to trade their wares on the long and arduous silk route. You don't often associate the Mongols with being builders at all, but you know, good thing they do. As I said, seen better times, but they came here, they built a caravanserai, they built some baths. Hopefully we're going to see, well, you ruined it now. Well, we're going to see something else in a minute. Yeah.
You never guess what the
Yeah.
Muslim.
You know? Yeah, you'll never guess what these Muslim Tartars built when they arrived here. Stay tuned to find out more. So this here, apparently behind us, you can just see the foundations, look. Would have been the mosque right opposite the caravanserai. Must be about 50 by 50, I want to say. But yeah, nothing more but ruins here in the 2020s. So I imagine this must have been like the centre of Yanisha here, because we've also apparently got in front of us a church building as well. Any signs that it would have been a church building? Apart from maybe the shape of it, would you say? Looks like that's like the nave down there. I mean, it could be anything really, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. On that note, let's start heading back to the base and see what we can find on the way. It's heaving in here, isn't it? Scusate, ma posso iau aceasta, vă rog? Aceasta.
Asta prima?
Da, asta prima. Da. 300 lei.
Mulțumesc.
Mulțumesc. La revedere. Got a little trinket for Lorena there, and yeah, what better souvenir from rural Moldova than this magnet idealising Moldovan rural life. So, time to get back to base camp. Extract, yeah. Bună ziua!
Bună ziua!
Chișinău, vă rog. Da, suntem două. Mulțumesc.
Imediat în locuri, să vă așezați.
Mulțumesc. Looks like it's going to be a long trip back. We'll do our post-match debrief back in the capital. Look at that one. Bună ziua! Dublă sinte cu brânză, vă rog. Două, da. Da, două. Bună și două. 36. Mulțumesc. Matthew, as we wolf down post Old Orhei Placinte, our time in Moldova is rapidly coming to an end. What are your final thoughts and reflections?
Well, it's been very pleasant. We've seen a lot of things, we've crammed it in. Chișinău's been a lovely place. You've got to dig a little under the surface, I think, to find the good stuff.
The hidden gems.
Yeah, exactly. Very interesting day out in Transnistria/Podnestrovia.
Depending on your politics.
Yeah, and just now we had a very nice time in Old Orhei with a bit of history, a bit of nature, a bit of rural Moldova. So yeah, we packed it in, but we've had a great time.
Indeed. So on that note, I think it's time for us to say la revedere or la svidania from Republica Moldova.